Alright guys, WWN here, and I got a great video for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about health, defense, and some of the top tier skills that we have on our new hero tree. Looking at each one and deciding where our points are best spent, and also looking at health versus defense for armor, deciding which one is better when you have one for one on your armor, if it's better to go defense or if it's better to go health on your armor. So let me show you the setup, and let me introduce you to Cage here.
Hey, how's it going?
He's a co-leader in our clan, a great guy, and he's the closest one right now in the clan to me. So he's a great candidate for this, and I really appreciate his time and the troops that he's going to sacrifice for our venture here. So what we have is me and Cage are together, and we're next to a farm, and we're going to attack with 1,000 cavalry apiece. Me and Cage are exactly identical when it comes to the skill tree. I'm going to have no armor on, so we take away that variable. Cage is not going to have any armor on. Try to eliminate the most amount of variables that we can for this. And what I've done here is I have put 5 points in everything that I'm going to test. So 5 points in everything. I'm going to increase it by 45 points. So 45 hero skill points apiece. So what we are actually measuring is those 45 points. Where are those 45 points best served? So 45 points in each one of the ones that cost 50. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll see what numbers we can get. All right, so this will be our baseline control group. We have the hero skill tree. With everything at minimum, 5 in everything. And Cage, go ahead and put 1,000 there. And this will give us a baseline to work all the other numbers. So 1,000 troops here.
Yep.
Perfect. Attack. There we go. So the baseline here is 690. So that's what we're going to base everything else off of when we add things or take things away. Alright guys, so we're going to run our first experiment. We have our baseline now. So we're going to go to hero. Baseline is here, and the only variable that I'm going to change on this is I'm going to increase the health. So I'm going to take 45 points, and I'm going to put it right here in total health. There we go. And Cage, would you put 1,000 cavalry? Awesome. And we will attack with T's. There we go. Alright, so for our first experiment, we have 356. So definitely quite a bit less than our baseline, which is great. That's what we want to see. Alright, so here we are. I have everything reset here. And my one variable change on this is I'm going to increase my defense 2 now. So the 45 points are going to go here. And we'll see what the 45 point difference is between doing health versus 45 points in defense on somebody who's the comparable size. So Cage, go ahead and send your 1,000 cavalry out.
Alright. Alright, there you go.
Perfect. And I'm going to attack with my 1,000 T3s. Perfect. So let's see. 481. So on this attack, comparable size, health is technically better. Now, a lot of times in these games they have tons of different variables. There's a huge algorithm that they use. Overwhelming losses versus overwhelming defenses. This was a pretty close attack. If you saw the baseline, the difference was only like 100. So we were pretty comparable. But when you're attacking somebody who's pretty comparable and you're attacking somebody that has about the same army size as you, it looks like health is better. So keep that in mind. And it could be that maybe defense caps out at some point. We don't know because we don't have the algorithm in front of us. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to reset this. We're going to run this experiment again, and we're going to take that same 45 points, and we're going to put it in decreased health for opponent. And that'll tell us the difference between those 45 skill points we put in that versus, health 2 and defense 2 to figure out which one's better. So here we go. I'm going to restart this. All right, guys. So I reset everything, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, since we know that health is the most important, I'm going to do enemy health decrease here. So essentially what I'm doing is I know that the percentage is going to be different, but what I'm really looking for are the 45 skill points. So we did 45 skill points from health 2. And now we're going to just put those 45 points here in enemy defense decrease. So let me just show you. Everything else is just minimal to get up here. We have decreased up the 45 points, and both of these are back down to the baseline of 5 and 5. So Cage, go ahead and send out another sacrifice. You're already there. Perfect.
Yeah, they're there.
And I'm going to send 1,000 here. We'll see what this does. Wow. Holy cow. And this is what I was thinking. I was thinking that health could be powerful, but holy cow. Look at that. Jeez. That's good to know. Because you look at that 85%, but decrease is always better with math versus increase. But I would have figured it would have taken it off the top. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's great to know. So I'm going to run the numbers on this, guys, but it looks like you are way better off going all the way to the top of that tree and going enemy decreased health by 45, or taking those 45 points and putting them there. So I'm going to run another one. I'm going to reset everything, and I'm going to run this again, and we're going to look at defense. A decreased defense, and then decreased offense as well, and see what we have, and see which one's best. Okay, so for the next one here, we're back to baseline. We're going to take the 45 points, and we're going to throw them into total troop defense decrease. 45 points. There we go. Perfect. Let me just do a once over, make sure that everything looks good on this. Yep, okay. Everything's at 45 points. That one's at 50. Everything else looks good. Okay, Cage, go ahead and put the 1,000 Calvary there. Perfect, you're already there.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack with 1,000. And we'll see what we get. Holy cow. We lost. That's insane. There is a problem with the algorithm because we spent an extra 45 points compared to baseline. That means that there is a bug. Guys, there is a bug in the system. We spent 45 points compared to baseline and we lost this battle. My suggestion right now is not to put a single point, if you can, into total troop defense decrease. There's a problem with it right now. This is a good piece of knowledge to know, guys. So, wow. There we go. My hero's reset. So now we're back to baseline. Cage, go ahead and send that 1,000 back out again.
All right.
And then,
oops.
just to take off any other, just to see, I'm going to go total troop offense decrease by 50. And we'll see where this one ranks in the hierarchy. Okay, we won this time. Wow. 301. Pretty high up. Good to know. Okay. All right, guys. Here we are at the end. So, one thing I want to say is that I didn't believe the numbers on that when the decreased defense lost. So I did it again. Me and Cage, we ran the experiment again, made sure that everything was perfect. And guys, it is. It's a bogus thing. Be careful of this one. This is actually on the screen right now. This is Cage's a screenshot from his side, and as you can see, there is 1,000 troops. All the numbers are the same. We ran experiment after experiment. We did this one twice, and both times we lost. So there's a bug in the system. Stay away from this completely. Don't put any skill points into this, and actually, if you can, don't even put the 5. You have to, but just put those 5 in it, and that's it, because there's something wrong with the system as of right now. So I'm gonna show you my spreadsheet and kind of go over what we came up with. In order of hierarchy, decrease your enemy troops was the best. We lost the least amount of troops on this one. The next best was decrease enemy offense, and then it went health was the third, and defense was the fourth. And actually, if you put 45 points into enemy health decrease, you actually increase the amount that you're going to lose by almost 16%. So stay away from that one. Over here, what I have are just percent betters. So health is better than defense. In our scenario, when you have somebody that's about equal size to you with about the same amount of troops, guys, these algorithms can get really complex when you're talking about overwhelming odds, when you're losing a lot of troops. So in this experiment, in this very finite place, all we really judged was somebody who had a comparable size army as you. When you're losing overwhelmingly, there could be different numbers here. So, take this all with a grain of salt. Another thing is that the devs will do micro adjustments. They'll do nerfs to this on each update. So this data only counts for this update. As soon as they come out with a major patch, a lot of these numbers can change and they won't even mention it. So they'll fix stuff like the troop decrease health or defense. So we'll run new numbers when that comes out, and if there's any difference, I'll repost those. So anyway, health on this, health is better than defense by almost 20%. So when you have armor, 1 per 1, health is going to be better on your armor than defense. On the other, the decreased troop health versus offense, it was only 6% better. So, we don't have any armor with that on there, but, health is still better than the troop decrease on offense. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching my video here. And man, I appreciate it. Get this guy back up. Cage, thank you. You were awesome. I appreciate you coming in and doing a cameo on my video. And guys, there's more videos to come. I hope you appreciate this. I have more in store. I want to do a basic video for everybody. I'm getting a lot of, not necessarily basic questions, but people that are just starting out, and I want to do a video on that as well to help those people as well. So as always, thanks for watching.